So we are on the way to Loughborough, wherever the fuck that is. I haven't checked the maps yet, but it's an hour away from where we are, and we're heading to a gym called, a new gym, the Physique Club, which is owned by Finn Kelly, and we'll call him Reese Fit. His last name's not Fit, but his name's Reese Fit on Instagram, so we're on with that. Excited. We're going to train legs. We're going to have a little bit of a tour, a little bit of a on tour, you know? Like Saturdays, we like to go to different gyms and try something new, and Vicky is just coming back with her lovely coffees. Thank you, lady.
Grande Americano, iced, sugar-free vanilla.
Thank you from
10 espressos.
Sexy girl Vicky. Can I have your number, please? How big's your tits? Should I say that? I say it's our little tour day, isn't it? You know, we go and go to different atmosphere, different vibes, different gyms, and most importantly, just have some fucking fun and do something a little bit different. Because sometimes you're in the same gym all the time, the same people, same equipment. It's a little bit boring. So we're going to try something new and do something a little bit different. And Vicky's me and her client Anya, who competed last year, champion, won everything, light work baby. Be nice, won't it?
Yeah, I'm actually quite nervous. Because Anya's very strong. Last time I trained with her, she was in prep, so she was like 10 kilos lighter than me, and I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna be really, really strong here. But I love training with people that actually train just as hard, if not harder, or like are stronger, because I feel like with Anya, she's a genetic freak, and I'm not taking away from her hard work, because she's such a hard worker as well, but because of that, I'm like, I need to catch up here.
So the question is, would you rather train with someone who is stronger than you, or would you rather train with someone that you're 100%?
Stronger.
I would much rather train with someone that is stronger than me, rather than someone who's weaker than me, because I'm like, fucking hell. That's, first of all, one, what I can achieve, and number two,
it pushes you so much
it pushes
harder.
me. I want to fucking get to that level, you know? I don't want to be fucking taking off 10 plates for someone because they're fucking weak as fuck.
Are you training with us?
I might do, yeah. I don't know what.
Anya's probably stronger than George as well.
She isn't. I make sure she isn't. I remember once I trained with Kuba. He said to me, "You can train with me as long as you take my plates off," because he knew he was like fucking doing 10 plates extra than me. So I went, "No, I don't do it." So train on my own instead. Right, little taste test of the coffee quickly before we drive down. Because obviously, me trying to do this and fucking film is going to be an absolute nightmare. So I've got 5 espressos in here and 4 sugar-free vanilla shots, and it is a grande, so a medium-sized Americano. The reason I didn't get large is because I'll be pissing like nobody's. We won't even get there. It takes about 4 hours to get there because I'll be pissing every 2 seconds. Oh, it's nice and strong, that. Yeah. Fucking come in. Fucking like this. Fucking have you can. Delicious. I'm going to give you a little tour of the gym. So we've got Gym Leco fat press, we got the pre-cord T-bar row, Nautilus plate loaded press, Nautilus incline press, Cybex split machine, Strive, which is the old prime shoulder press, Cybex, and the Nautilus shoulder press there. Got the Nautilus pull down, Nautilus lateral raise, Nautilus rear delt fly, this single arm plate loaded Nautilus row. Got a few other bits here, the row, cable, another chest supported Cybex row, and then we move on to the leg stuff. So they got the pendulum, the hip press, which is really, really good. Pendulum, got the Nautilus calf raise, got the Gym Leco Gym Leco leg press. Got myself a bit of leg extension, adductor, a few other accessories. Boom. And then we have the barbell bench press, dumbbells, going up to 50 kg. Very, very nice. Georgie boy approves. Upstairs, a few bits of Nautilus kit, crunch machine, back extension, Strive, preacher curl, tricep extension. I think this one is Cybex. Yeah, Cybex. And then we've got a few bits over there like treadmills and things like that. And then we have the pose room. Very nice. Lighting, Georgie boy approves. It's always good to have a mirror up there so you can see yourself and your back shots. I'm a big fan. So, leg day, big fucking session. It's hot in here, so I can't wait to sweat my fucking bollocks off. But we're gonna send it. We're gonna set the fucking standards in here. That's how we do things around here, and have a fucking good one. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Yeah. Welcome to today's voiceover. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. I don't know what day I'm going to post this, to be honest with you. Either one of those days. So, getting into it. Was a good session, to be honest with you. Great gym, you know. from the boys. You know, doing something like this is pretty mad. Like, a lot of people don't realize how much like gym equipment and setting all these things up actually does cost. You know, like this Cybex VR3 here is probably 4 or 5 grand at least. You know, there's a Cybex Bravo cable stack, which is like 10 grand, you know. It's mental in terms of how much they've put into this. So shout out the boys for doing a great job. And funny enough, I actually went to uni to study personal training and fitness management, and I actually wanted to own a gym myself. And I went to uni and I realized, oh shit, you know what, I actually don't want to own a gym. For me, the issue would be, is just like, I don't trust people. I don't like if I had a gym myself, it would just be for me and Vicky and the dogs, to be honest with you. That's personally what I would do. Like, I don't think I would ever be able to have customers, if that makes sense. But who knows, maybe one day this is something that we'd look into. As you can see, I was sweating. Look, did a seated hamstring curl, and I'm sweating like nobody's business already. So yeah, this was good. Yeah, did that. Fantastic. Yeah, brilliant. So what I was going to say was, if you haven't got like a seated calf raise, so this gym hasn't got a seated calf raise or standing calf raise at the moment, it's kind of like, well, what alternative do you do? There's 2 choices really. Number one is, if you've got a leg press like this, you can do like a toe press, as we call it. So basically like a calf raise, or you can do like a Smith machine standing calf raise. Like, get yourself like a plate and obviously have your heels off the plate there. That'll be like a good alternative to use. So I did decide to do this because it's pin load. It's easy than putting on plates and doing shit like that. I like this Gym Leco hack. This was actually like an all-time PB for me. I've never been like a great hack squatter over the years, and it frustrates me because I would love to like do 4 or 5 plates. You know, I see people online, they're doing 4 or 5 plates, and I'm thinking, how the fuck are you able to do that? And there's me with 3 plates and a 5 aside. But I can imagine there's probably someone there watching this right now who does 1 plate aside, thinking, how's he doing 3.5 plates aside, you know? So all in time is basically what I'm trying to say with this. So yeah, enjoyed this. This was a great set. I was pretty locked in for this. You know, there's an element of when you're training, when you're in like a really hot gym where it's mental and physical, and like you've really got to find that sort of 6th gear on these sort of sets here. Like, this is where the things get challenging. I always say to my clients, like, this is where the set starts, when it gets hard, not when it's easy. So here, as you can see where I'm struggling now, this is where it really starts to kick in, and that's where you've got to really keep your composure and really like lock, because as soon as you fuck it up, you know, you'll be done. The set will be finished a lot earlier. So mentally, this is where you've got to believe in yourself. Mentally, this is where you've got to tell yourself, I can fucking do it, and I'm gonna do it regardless. And if I finish and if I fail at the bottom, I'm gonna get it next time. And you know, as you can see, I was like, right, okay, go for one more. Got a spotter here, take advantage of it. I'm fresh off a deload. Let's absolutely give it my all. And as you can see, this last rep was, yeah, an absolute struggle in the park there. So yeah, like I've always said, guys, wear your heart on your sleeve when you train. It don't matter about the weight that you're using. I know I was sitting there telling you, like, how do people do 4 or 5 plates? Like, it doesn't fucking matter. All I care about is just sending it. No matter what your capabilities are, just sending it and finishing your training session knowing, you know what, I absolutely fucking gave my all and I did the best I possibly can. That's what's going to truly lead to progress. This is like my first real outing on like this Gym Leco 45-degree leg press. I've never really used, I think I've used it once. It's an interesting one because the platform's like very weird. It's angled. You can kind of almost like change the angle of it if you really want. But I do really like it. It was actually really, really smooth. And I think I did 6 plates here for like a set of 9 or 10 or something like that. So yeah, it was quite nice. The only issue I was finding was that my heels were coming off the platform. So next time round, I might adjust it and do something, do a setup that works better for me in terms of my ankle mobility. Now, people always wonder, like, okay, heels coming off the platform, is that a good or bad thing? Like, in my opinion, it's always a bad thing. Like, I don't necessarily want to be driving just through my toes, because what happens when I drive through my toes is I put a lot of pressure on my lower back, and then that's where I come off of it and my lower back's pumped. I'm sure everyone here has done a leg press and they've come off of it and their lower back is pumped to shit. So sometimes, like, I always try and say, you want to be like pressing through the midfoot. You want those heels and the big toe to be engaged at all times. So just something to bear in mind, if your heels are coming off on a hack squat or a leg press, you know, you need to work on your mobility there, or you need to change the setup and, you know, drive through that sort of midfoot, in my opinion. Moved on to the Cybex leg extension. Again, really good. I was pretty much done here, to be honest with you. And again, that's why, like, mentally you have to lock in terms of the mindset here when it comes to these sort of exercises, because my mindset is just, I just want to go home here. So yeah, I decided to sort of opt for more of like a lower weight, because often at this point, especially on an exercise like a leg extension, it's an isolation, you know, it's the only exercise that you're really going to be fully shortening the quads at the end of the day. So you want to be really making sure your form is good and your form is controlled. So I always standardize it with a pause in the lengthen, pause in the shorten, and also guys, wear straps. Strap in with the handles, because honestly, I see so many people fidgeting around when they're doing the leg extensions that they just lose focus on actually what they need to be doing. So when you actually wear straps, you can stay a little bit more locked into the set. So overall, it was a really good session, really good gym, and I very much enjoyed it. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. And that is a wrap. We're absolutely dead. So I probably won't socialise too much at this point. Very sweaty, very, very hot. You've had those leg day come downs, but luckily we brought our food with us. Vicky's got the food on the go, so we'll show you.
I wouldn't put it there because there's no hair.
Did you have a good session? We all had a good session. At first, when I got in there, it was so fucking busy. I thought to myself, this is not going to be a great session, to be honest with you. Like, I was struggling. Like, when there was like, it's quite a small gym, and there was like probably 30, maybe 40 people in there. My head was gone. I was struggling to sort of lock in when there was people sort of walking past me. I know I shouldn't complain. I am a little bit, I'm sorry. There was just too many people there because there was like a meetup or something that was happening. So, yeah, like mentally, trying to lock into that was a nightmare. See you later. He's Passenger Princess, lucky.
He is?
Yeah, he's Passenger Princess.
Just for today, apparently.
Oh, just for today. Oh, lucky for some, isn't it? That's why Vicky's making my food. It's balanced, right? So, yeah, we brought the food with us. Vicky's just preparing it like the woman she is.
Right, we are going to fall out in a second, I swear.
Like the woman she is. I'm sorry for any ladies watching that. That was a joke, by the way. I actually do prep most of the meals in our relationship.
Shut up!
That is fucking true. I prep most of the meals.
That is not true.
It is true. Yeah, good session overall, which is very like sweaty and humid and hot today. So it's like mental and physically really kicking in there. But that's what really takes you to that next level. That's what takes you fucking up. It separates the average from the excellent, as I like to say. So yeah, fucking banging session. Vicky, my darling's bringing our food in. What we got here then, eh? What we fucking got here then? Lovely jubbly. So I have a beautiful bowl here. Always eat from glass, don't eat from fucking plastic, okay? I've got my usual jasmine rice. I've got my beef mince in there. I've got some beetroot, I've got some gherkins, and somewhere, you probably won't be able to see it, there we are some green beans. I'm gonna give you a little taste test. A little bit of salt on top as well. Easy work. That, my friends, it's fucking delicious.
I'm flagging.
Yeah, same. It's just not, we just don't want to talk. No, what's happening with me and Vicky is we're going to drive home. We're just not going to talk to each other for the next hour. Good morning. How is everyone? 4 a.m. This is what I love about fucking 4 o'clock. You go out, the streets are obviously quiet. Everyone's bloody asleep, isn't they, you idiot? But what I love about it is just, just different world. That's what I like, peace and quiet. Anyway, we're on the way to, at 4 a.m. to get some bloody coffees, because I woke up this morning and I was like, fuck, I've got no fucking coffee. I thought, right, what's the best place, or where's the best place to go and get coffee at 4 a.m? And I was thinking, there's not really many places. However, there's one place which I'm absolutely all for, and that is...
Yours at the moment, or is this going for an update?
Not taking any orders?
Not at the moment.
Okay, alright, thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Bloody fucking good night. It's fucking good morning for me. Fucking hell, not taking McDonald's. So McDonald's apparently aren't taking any orders because there's a system update. Coffee's acquired, as well as a very annoying German Shepherd named Diesel. Guess how much I paid for those 2 black coffees? £7 fucking 50 for 2 fucking black Americanos. I must be losing the fucking plot. I must be losing the plot. It's a very fresh morning this morning. Me and Vicky both agreed that it's got a fresh smell to it because it's been pissing down all night, and you wake up and you have that fresh morning smell. It's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, we're out for the first walk of the day. I've just walked up that hill. Luckily, lower back felt okay, and luckily I wasn't out of breath as much as what I usually would be. So I'm hoping in this diet I can get a little bit fitter, because you think, fucking hell, go to the gym, work out, train hard. I struggle walking up a fucking hill without my calves going. Anyway, steps. So Vicky has increased my steps from 10,000 to 12,000, which isn't really much more than what I'm doing, but it's more. And one thing we always say is doing more, you're gonna burn more. So what we often do with clients who are like maybe getting like 5,000, 6,000 steps in their diet, we might bring that up to 10,000. And when they normally start doing more, they normally see a drop off in scale weight. So steps are actually a very easy tool to use in a fat loss phase to burn more calories. Do you need them? No, you can just simply do it through your diet at the end of the day. You don't even need to train to lose weight. At the same time, if you want to speed things up a little bit, get yourself out, get moving. And the problem nowadays is I don't have time to do my steps and all this fucking bullshit. There are always ways around it. You can buy yourself a walking pad. Go on like Facebook Marketplace. People sell fucking treadmills you can put in your garage. So easy. People actually give it away for free because they don't know fucking want it anymore. So they're just like, yeah, come pick it up. Just hire a van, go pick it up, sound. You've got a treadmill, you don't even need to leave the house for it. So there's always ways around things, or just bite the bullet. It's raining. Grab your umbrella and just go for a fucking walk. Simple. I don't get wet. Shut up. Anything you want to add to that?
Or it's dark outside.
Oh, it's dark. I'm going to get kidnapped. No, you're not. If you flash your cock to them, you're going to fucking get... Actually, no, I can't say that. It's too dark. What would you say to that?
Still ground on the floor.
Still ground on the floor, yeah. Just fucking go out for a walk in it. So yeah, simple stuff like that you can do. Don't get kidnapped on a walk though. Just flash your cock. So in very simple terms, do more, burn more. That's it. I was going to say something else, but that was it. Diesel, slow down. It's always the small fucking yappy ones that always hype up. When it comes to it, they're little bottle jobs, little ratty dogs. That's what I hate about little dogs. They're all yappy and nobody ever trains them. What they do is just pick them up when they're being naughty. Like, no, train your fucking dog. Yapping array, you know? And then if something goes wrong and Diesel goes and retaliates or whatever, who's in the wrong? Of course the big dog's in the wrong, of course. But the little dog instigated it, so yeah, fuck little dogs.
Why do you always do this to me? You always point the camera when I'm off guard. I don't know what to say.
Say fuck little dogs.
No, I like little dogs.
No. Actually, we like Max.
I like all dogs except the one that attacked Mango.
Yeah. So a bit of an update of this diet so far. My scale weight, I started at 84.4. I then dropped down to 82.8 in the space of 2 days. Then my scale weight went up by 0.6 of a kilo and I was literally like, oh my God, my scale weight's going up. What the fuck is going on? And then I woke up this morning and I was 82 on the dot and I dropped 1.3 kilos overnight. One thing that I would say to anyone who is coaching themselves is don't just fixate and focus on the day-to-day scale weight. Like, your scale weight is going to go up, it is going to go down, it is going to yo-yo throughout the week. That unfortunately is a part of the process. What I would recommend is you taking averages each week. So one thing that I track is my average. So my average last week was 83.68 and my average this week is 82.77. And that puts me 0.92 of a kilo down from where I was last week. So even though my scale weight fluctuated earlier on in this week, my scale weight average is still down. And if my average continues to come down every single week, I know that I'm going to be losing weight. So try not fixate on the day-to-day scale weight. If it does plateau, then absolutely sure, you might need to make adjustments, but focus on the average. And this is what we all do with our clients. So the screenshots that I put on the screen here and the spreadsheets that you see there is everything that we use with our clients. So if you are interested in working with myself or working with Vicky, please do drop us a message or fill out the coaching application in the links in the description, and we would love to talk to you about your progress. So this week has gone successfully so far. I'm over 1% of my scale weight down, so we're moving in the right direction. So yeah, just a little bit of context providing scale weight, because trust me, the worst feeling ever is you put all the hard work and the effort in, and then you step on the scales the next following day and you're expecting to get a new low, and then your fucking scale weight goes up and you're literally like debating life. And that's where you then start to get resistant to it and you start building like a poor relationship with the scale weight, and then you start getting frustrated, and then that's when you probably give up. So just a little bit of advice from me, don't fixate too much on the day-to-day scale weight, focus on the average for the week. As always guys, I really hope you enjoy the YouTube videos. get something from it at least. Take something that you can take into your own personal development, training, whatever it may be. I'm hoping you can take just one thing from it. And as a content creator, if you want to call me that, or this YouTube, that's the job. It's just so you can take some value, take some experience, and level up what you are doing. So if you have enjoyed today's video or taken something from it, please comment down below. Mouse. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.